Goose as well for anti-infantry and 1 striker VX for anti-air purposes, I would say. But how much air does the Soviet player actually have? He only has 1 twin player. He is relying on his terror drone for harassments, and he is sitting on 4 refineries, not being aware of the 5th of his opponents. And I'll take a look at that. No, indeed he has seen the 5th, so he's thinking about going against the 5th refinery with 4 refineries here, but I would say that's quite reasonable, since his opponent does have the control of the center of the map. So even if he tries to bring up his MCV and erect up a refinery here, it would just be a waste. And it would be nice if he can just bring up a terror drone to destroy the miner here, just to make his opponents invest and slow down his unit production by that much that it matters in a man battle. And we are seeing the Tank Goose previously at the center of the map, moving in interception of the terror drones right there, and one of the terror drones, in fact I think it's the only terror drone. No, there's another one, one of the terror drones on the map trying to harass, and indeed successfully destroyed one of the miners at the 2 o'clock expansion for the Empire player right here. And we are seeing the Tank Goose are now moving back to position. Perhaps the Soviet player was thinking that, oh, the Tank Goose were there, so now the army at the center was with our support. But now the Tank Goose has been moved back. I think the Soviet player will have to fight a uphill battle here. Not that it matters, but it is going to be quite a precarious positioning. And no, the army for the Empire player was tagged, and I can only assume that's a decimator airstrike. Oh my god, that hurts. Oh, there's nothing that the Empire player can do. All those infantry in the structure is dead. Dead and dead. Very nicely played by the Soviet player, suck or die right here, taking control of the center of the map, forcing his opponent out by brute force and brilliant usage of the secret protocol Desolator air airstrike right here. And we are seeing one of the waveform artillery for the the Empire player has moved to the center of the map, and now we are seeing the usage of tier 3 units right here, and indeed it is going to be proven very potent here if the Soviet player is not careful with his positioning. And indeed he's being quite careless. He's thinking about making a brute force push up the ramp, and not all his tanks are shooting, which is quite a bad engagement if you think about it. And now with the support of artillery right here, oh, 1 down, 1 tank down. The support of long-range artillery right here, the Empire player would be able to repel his opponents from the center of the map there, even with a smaller tank count. And what would be the response from the Soviet player? Suck or die. He is building more up. He is building up more twin blades right here, and he is erecting up a battle lab, looking to transition into tier 3 as well. And he has re-established mining at the 7 o'clock expansion here. So now it's still, I would say, still 5 on 4, but the Empire player has lost the majority of his army at an earlier point of the game. So I would give the army advantage to the Soviet player, simply due to the army composition is much healthier. But it's all going to come down to Michael here. If the army can force the entire from the the Empire player out of position here, the twin blades can just go to work and destroy all the long-range artillery here, and the Empire player would effectively be killed by a counter-strike. But if the Soviet player is careless and allow the Vanguard to get into position, now the long-range artillery can go to work and destroy all these structures, vital structures at range. And there is really not much that the Soviet player can do. So I would, yeah, he's making a decision here. He's going to try to push in and end the game right there and try to kill off this entire army there. But one King Orny there, just soaking up all the damage from the The Hamilton, I'm sorry, my brain just shutting off right there. And one of the waveform artillery actually survived, but the other one was killed off by the laser beam from the Hamilton there, and its weapon taken away there, being used by the Soviet forces right here. But we are seeing the reinforcement from the Empire players now moving in. One thing only, they're just slowly walking his way into the tank line of the Soviet player right there. He is now literally a walking doom. And the entire tank army from the Soviet player is completely decimated or melted, I would say. But it was quite a nice trade. It was nice decision making. It's just that his unit composition was not as nice. And now with one waveform artillery remaining, the Soviet player recognizing that there's no hope that he can preserve his structures once that Tesla coil is destroyed. He's now going to GG out of this game. This game was labeled as Replay of the Week on GameReplay.org. I've resessioned, and when I downloaded it, the file name is versus Kivi. Good game. Well, I will have to say that it lived up to its name. I definitely enjoy it after a very long time of studying and playing StarCraft and stuff like that. So, that was me, KT0, bringing you another i3 commentary right there. I hope you liked it, and I shall see you next time.